Welcome Lions fans. Before we start with another super important update, please like the video to support our work. Here you will always find the latest news and everything about the Detroit Lions firsthand. Your like makes all the difference for us to continue bringing this content to you. And, of course, if you are not subscribed yet, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel now. With your subscription, we can keep you always updated. We have a very important goal: to reach our first 1,000 subscribers. Can we count on you to be part of this achievement? Help us with your subscription so we can reach this great goal here on the channel. Stay until the end so you understand everything. Now, without further ado, let's get to the news. Teddy Bridgewater's return to the Detroit Lions comes as exciting news for the cast and especially for Jameson Williams. With the final stretch of the season approaching, the decision to bring back the experienced quarterback not only strengthens the group in terms of quality, but also adds a crucial element: leadership and emotional impact in the locker room. Bridgewater, a veteran who has earned respect on and off the field throughout his NFL career, returns at a critical time. According to Coach Dan Campbell, his addition is more than just technical assurance. He brings a professional demeanor and a positive influence that could be decisive in preparing for the playoffs. Campbell emphasizes that the addition does not diminish the confidence in the other quarterbacks on the roster, such as Hendon Hooker, but rather reinforces the depth and experience allowed in high-pressure moments. Having Teddy back is more than just having him on the field. He raises the bar in the locker room. He is a role model for the young players and someone who makes everyone around him better. That is the essence of his contribution to this time, Campbell said. Among those who have benefited, Jameson Williams stands out the most. The wide receiver, who has had his ups and downs in 2024, built a close bond with Bridgewater last season. That connection now has the potential to serve as a detour for Williams' progress. The quarterback's return not only brings coaching guidance, but also the kind of emotional support that can help the youngster maintain the confidence and consistency to shine in the big moments. Last season, Williams showed flashes of the talent the Lions hope to see more regularly. However, this season has been a struggle for the player. Now, with Bridgewater back in his corner, Williams is expected to improve his game, especially as the Lions prepare for the playoffs. Coach Campbell believes that this influence can be key in unlocking Williams' potential and helping him maintain the focus he needs. But Bridgewater's impact goes beyond Williams. His presence can have far-reaching effects on the locker room, especially among the younger players who are still adjusting to the demands of the NFL. Campbell stresses that the veteran has the ability to create a more competitive environment in practice, something he sees as essential to the team's growth. When you have someone like Teddy who is respected by everyone, it boosts the morale and performance of the entire group. He doesn't just compete, he challenges others to be better. It's the kind of leadership that makes a difference when you're fighting for something bigger, like a championship, Campbell said. With championship aspirations clear, the Lions have demonstrated that they are paying attention to every detail to maximize their chances of success. The addition of Bridgewater is a strategy that balances experience, leadership, and coaching support, creating the ideal conditions for a strong playoff performance. As time goes by, Jameson Williams, in particular, appears to have received the boost he needs to be a key player in the biggest moments of the season. By bringing Teddy Bridgewater back, the Detroit Lions are not only strengthening their roster, they are sending a clear message. They are ready for the challenge and prepared to fight until the end. The NFL playoffs are almost here, and the Detroit Lions have already secured their spot in the playoffs. While the final standings are still up in the air, one thing is for sure: the team is poised to go far. With 2 open roster spots, now is the perfect time for the Lions to add veteran players who can provide experience and extra quality in the most important moments of the season. After all, in the playoffs, every detail counts, and having experienced players can make all the difference in decisive games. After analyzing the names available on the market, we highlighted 3 veteran players who could add significant value to the Lions at this critical time. These are options that combine the talent, experience, and hunger for victory needed to help the team reach the next level. Let's explore who these players are and why they would be good additions to the practice squad. McKinley, a former first-round pick in the NFL draft, remains an intriguing piece on the market. It's surprising that he hasn't been signed by a team yet. For most of the season, McKinley was with the Jets, where he showed flashes of his potential. Although his performances were not outstanding, he managed to put consistent pressure on opposing defenders, in addition to recording a sack. At 29 years old, McKinley is at an age where he can still contribute significantly. Although he is no longer the promising prospect he was when he first entered the league, he is the type of player who can fill a crucial void on a roster looking for intensity on the defensive line. For the Lions, who value defensive rotation, especially in playoff situations where every snap counts, McKinley could be a sure bet to strengthen the team's pass rush. One of the most respected names in the NFL in recent years, Peterson is a veteran who is still looking for one last act in his brilliant career. After parting ways with the Steelers earlier this year, Peterson, who has never announced his return, has made it clear that he is open to new opportunities and specifically for the fight for a Super Bowl. For the Lions, adding Peterson would make perfect sense. The team suffered a significant blow with the loss of its best cornerback this season, and having someone with Peterson's experience would be a huge boost. While he has shown that he is back to his peak performance, his intelligence, leadership, and ability to read the game have been an invaluable asset to the Lions' defensive group. Bringing Peterson to the practice squad could be a strategic move. He would be an option for specific situations in the playoffs, helping to contain the opposing passing attack and adding depth to a position that is currently being handled by reliable alternatives. In addition, for Peterson, this would be the chance to cement his career in epic fashion, fighting for a title that he still lacks. Finally, Ridgeway emerges as an interesting option to strengthen the core of the Lions' defensive line. Although he has been a player since November of last year, when he suffered an Achilles tendon injury, Ridgeway has the profile of a veteran who could surprise with solid performances when inserted into a well-structured defensive scheme. If healthy, Ridgeway could fill a role similar to Tyson Aluala's past, a savvy player who steps in and delivers more than expected, especially in crunch time. Depth on the defensive line is crucial in the playoffs, and Ridgeway has the kind of physical presence that can help contain the run game and pressure the quarterback in key situations. While Ridgeway may prefer to wait until March to evaluate his long-term options, the Lions could convince him that this is the ideal opportunity to return to action and contribute immediately. His addition to the practice squad would provide an extra layer of security as the team seeks solidity in the heart of the defense. With the playoffs approaching, time is of the essence. The opportunity to bring in experienced players who can be elevated to the main roster during the decisive games could be the difference between a solid campaign and an epic run to the Super Bowl. Each of the three players nominated brings specific skills that can meet the Lions' current needs. McKinley provides intensity in the pass rush. Peterson adds depth and intelligence to the cornerback core, while Ridgeway bolsters the defensive line with strength and experience. By moving quickly to fill these spots, the Lions not only strengthen their roster, but also send a clear message. They're willing to do whatever it takes to win. Now, all that's left for fans to do is follow the team's next steps and hope that the right moves are made. After all, every choice counts in a season that promises to be historic for the Detroit Lions. Share your opinion here in the comments. I really want to know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to help us continue bringing quality content. I count on you to make this channel grow even more. We will hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers before 2025 arrives. We will see you in the next Detroit Lions update. Until then.